Eagles are taking on the Olentangy Liberty Patriots. Two evenly matched teams on paper. We'll see how it plays out. I've got Joe Balogh in the booth for part two of this doubleheader. Joe, how you doing?
We're good, good. Finished up for game one, and we're on to game two here.
And we will go ahead and jump right into things on our NAMI Ohio pregame show. And first we'll take a look at our team spotlight for the Olentangy Liberty Patriots. And so far this season, 8-9 on the year. Taking a look at some of their splits, 2-5 at home, 3-3 on the road, so a strong part there, and 3-1 on neutral ground territory. At their last three, though, 3 consecutive losses. They'll look to right the ship. 2-6 in the Ohio Capital Conference Central Division. And this is a team that's looking to make a statement, also a younger team, as was the girls team, and looking to show out tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they probably play in the toughest division in the Ohio Capital Conference. A tough loss to Bradley last night, and talking briefly to Coach Nosman before the game, he talked about it. Really thought his team played really well for about 28.5 minutes, and we're up 5 and then just couldn't put them away and lost by 7. So just trying to find some consistency. This game's big for both teams from the standpoint, you know, with the RPI rankings, they're kind of in that middle. So a win for either team can kind of improve that ranking, give them a little bit better choice in the tournament draw, which will happen for these guys, I believe, in 2 weeks.
Taking a look at our player spotlight for Olentangy Liberty, and it has to go to the senior Parker Van Engelenhover. And the senior is a Louisville baseball commit, able to throw a 95-mile-an-hour fastball, but getting a look at some of his statistics so far this season. And at 6'5", he holds down the post really well for the squad.
Yeah, and I mean, the thing is, you look at his stats and you say, well, those stats really aren't that impressive. The issue being is he's their guy, and so defenses have really concentrated on trying to control him. And he's a really nice player around the basket, and as you said, tremendous baseball player. I think he committed to Louisville when he was like a sophomore.
Yeah. And so we will take a look at our keys to victory for Olentangy Liberty, and they're going to need to convert that size to physicality, trying to force the shooters out, but also keeping the rebounders out, limiting the second chance opportunity for Big Walnut, but then dialing up the tempo. When the tempo goes up at times, Big Walnut can get a little bit sloppy, and perhaps an opportunity for Olentangy to capitalize.
Yeah, I think it's going to be important that Olentangy Liberty takes advantage of those opportunities when they're there, but also Liberty does a great job of running half-court offense. They run a lot of what we call Princeton action, and they have been a team in this area that's been one of the best over the past few years of doing that.
Taking a look at our team spotlight for the Big Walnut Golden Eagles, and so far on the season, a 9-7 record, 6-3 at home, 2-4 on the road, and 1-0 at neutral sites. Their longest win streak was 4. Taking a look at their last 3, dropping to St. John's Jesuits, but a big victory over Worthington Kilbourne. But of course, dropping one last night to Westerville North. Westerville North, one of the best teams in Division II, if not the state of Ohio.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about Liberty having to play Bradley. The task for Big Walnut last night was not an easy one either, as you play the defending State 2 champs in Westerville North, and it doesn't seem like that they've lost a step at all. So both teams coming into this game off of a loss, trying to find a win here to make the weekend a little bit happier if either one can win this game.
Taking a look at our player spotlight for the Big Walnut Golden Eagles tonight, we're going with Owen Pollock. Having to play the post position, having to play senior this year. Jackson Bowers was another guy last season who played big minutes for them, going down against Westerville North with a knee injury, played a couple of football games during the season, but eventually at the beginning of the basketball season re-aggravating. And Owen Pollock has really had to step up in that role as a post player, as the only one almost at times. And seems like when they really need a big basket, Owen's the guy that pulls through for them.
Yeah, I had a chance to see him play on Tuesday night against Worthington Kilbourne, and he was really a force inside. I mean, he's a big body around the basket and has some skills with good footwork and hands inside. So he could be a little bit of a problem for Liberty to handle tonight.
And so rounding out our NAMI Ohio pregame show as we get ready for the national anthem and the announcement of the starting lineups.
Big Walnut High School is proud to have you as our guest for this
course, tonight, homecoming night, as we join you for part 2 of the doubleheader matchup. We'll take a brief pause for the national anthem. And the national anthem brought to you by the Big Walnut Pep Band as we line up for the opening lineups.
They're expected to exhibit the qualities of good sportsmanship throughout the contest, and the administration of both schools requests the same from all fans. The officials assigned to this game have met extensive requirements set by the Ohio Capital Conference.
Full crowd for Big Walnut tonight, as not only is it homecoming, but they're featuring their championship teams and honorable mentions from last year, all Ohio, all conference.
The officials for tonight's contest: Max Baldwin, Ryan Sweeterman, and A.J. Duffy. The athletes, coaches, and officials are guests of Big Walnut High School, and fans are asked to respect the effort that each of them has put forth preparing for tonight's contest. We ask all attending to show courtesy and respect for fellow fans, officials, coaches, those administering the contest, and of course, your team and opponent. And as important tonight as ever, please respect the game. Now, let's meet the starters for tonight's contest, beginning with the visiting Patriots of Olentangy Liberty. But first, the assistant coaches, Connor Clark, Jack Barnett, Doug Barnett, and head coach, Craig Nossaman. And now the starters. 6-foot junior, wearing number 1, Brayden Bradley. 6'3" senior, wearing number 2, Carter Sullivan. 6-foot junior, wearing number 5, Carson O'Mora. 6-foot senior, wearing number 20, Charlie Eagle. And finally, 6'5" senior, wearing number 35, Parker Van Engelenhoven. And now for your Big Walnut Golden Eagles, with assistant coaches Danny Watt, Joel Rockman, Andy Pentello, Sean Stonerock, Porter Combs, and A.J. Rockwell, with the head coach Aaron Stahl. And now the starting lineup: 6'4", senior, wearing 0, Owen Pollock. 6'5", junior, wearing number 4, Eli Stuck. Freshman, 5'11", wearing number 11, Gabriel Stuck. Senior, 6'2", wearing number 12, Cameron Patterson. And finally, 6'8", junior, wearing number 34, Carson
Starting lineups out of the way, and we're ready to meet at the middle for some basketball here at the Eagles Nest, part 2 of our double header coverage. The girls picking up the victory in part 1. Now the boys looking to do their part. So meeting at center court, it looks like Sullivan against Scholl.
Yep. Scholl with a little bit of height advantage here, but Carter Sullivan can really jump.
But it will be Scholl who comes away with the opening tip-off as we are underway from the Eagles Nest.
And it's man-to-man defense, and the Patriots force a turnover to start the ball game.
Throwing it away right away as they're looking to work it inside. So the Patriots will have an opportunity to draw first blood. Gellenhover, no good on the triple. But as they look to dish it back out to the top of the key, it'll peter out of bounds. So dueling turnovers to start the game, 7:31. We're still stuck at 0.
Yep. And I mentioned I got to see Big Walnut play on Tuesday night, and they had a really slow start. We're down 20-7 at the end of the first, and then down only 2 at the half, and then we're just dominant in the third and fourth quarter in that game against Kilbourne.
Scholl
because of that guy right there.
Yeah. Looking to get it started early as he dialed up the triple with a hand in his face.
Well, he had about 4 of those in the second half against Kilbourne that were at that range.
And Gellenhover with the assist, and it'll be Olentangy Liberty that draws blood for the first time tonight. And last touch, they will say off of Bradley, so Big Walnut will hold on to it.
So side out of bounds here. They got Scholl in the low post.
And Stumpf will take it from the top of the key, handing it off to Patterson.
Running a little bit of a dribble weave action here, looking for something to turn the corner or a possible backdoor cut.
Patterson on the lob to Pollock. They're on the board for the first time tonight, all squared away at 2.
Yep, got a little bit of pick and roll action, and when you get the ball reversed that many times, you get the defense to break down, and that's kind of what happened with Liberty.
Focusing on Pollock, and Gellenhover puts it over top of him and drops it for 2.
And he's really effective when he gets in the lane. He's got a variety of moves there. And just a little short fall away jumper there.
Scholl at the top. They just work it around the perimeter. Stumpf pulling up and will draw the contact. Can't get it to drop, but he will get a trip to the free throw line for 2 and an opportunity to tie the game. There's number 1. First foul for either side of the game. And there's the second. So all tied up at 4. Bradley now down to the corner to Amaro.
Yep, as we said, a variety of post moves here, but Pollock able to block that shot.
Trying the triple, Stumpf steps into it, just rims out.
He has no fear of shooting it from long distance, and for a freshman, he can stroke it.
The intended receiver was Amaro, but Gellenhoven throws it away.
It's a good matchup with Van Gellenhoven and Pollock inside. two pretty physical basketball players.
Stumpf tries the three again, but from the other side, also unsuccessful.
You know, he's not going to be afraid to shoot it when he has space, and he had some space on both of those threes.
Sullivan takes it to the rim, but it's disturbed. Rebound, Big Walnut.
Well, Pollock's going to get called for a foul inside.
See if we can take another look. Yeah, and it's using the forearm to shove away.
Well, Omaro, you know, given some initial contact, and Pollock got kind of caught with the second one there, but Omaro's really a physical defender. Coach Nosman likes him as a defender and a screener in their offense.
So one team foul for either side. Van and Gellenhoven.
Nice pass.
Makes an extra pass as he was cutting to the baseline, and it gets them an easy two. Stumpf from 3 feet behind the three-point line.
Well, sometimes for like a guy like Stumpf, he got to the free throw line, made 2 free throws, and as you're a shooter, you get those first couple to go in. Makes it a lot easier with the long three there.
So Gabe is in the face of Nelson, but Nelson able to work it past him. The lead going back and forth. Gabe to Pollock.
Might have had Scholl on a backdoor cut there. They just didn't get it to him in time.
Patterson falling away from the basket, just makes contact with the backboard. They're looking up the other end. Omaro off the pump fake. Converts the two, now with a 3-point lead.
And Bryce, that was one of the things you said as a key, was for Liberty to take advantage of these situations when they're able to push the ball in transition, and there they were able to. Stumpf with a tough finish.
And Stumpf with 2 points. Now he has 7 on the game.
And you can see how Liberty plays. They'll take advantage when they can in transition. Here they're going to set up in half-court offense, and they get a lot of ball movement and player movement.
So Bradley was the one trying to get it away, but last touch by Big Walnut.
Nice back cut. Great block by Scholl.
Carson Scholl with the rejection. Stumpf will pick up the dribble. Scholl from deep, and no contact with the rim needed as he dropped it, nothing but net.
I said, but the other night it was from the beak on the other side of the court. This was from the feathers on the top of the Eagles' head there. That was a long three, but a great shooting struck by that young man.
That gets him on the board for the first time tonight. Now at the top of the key, Nelson tries to get the triple back, no good. And it was Eli Stumpf and Sullivan going for the rebound. The rebound will be off of Sullivan as he checks out.
Yeah, Sullivan just not able to corral. He wanted to kind of tip that, and there was enough contact that the ball went off of his hands.
2 minutes remain here in the first quarter. Big Walnut with a 2-point lead. Stumpf thinks about the three, creates some space for himself, but Van Gellenhoven flying in with the left-handed rejection.
Two pretty good athletes right there. I mean, Stumpf, a great basketball player, really good football player, and Parker, a great baseball player and a good basketball player. Scholl looking like he wants to post up, but they just can't find him.
Van Gellenhoven making his presence known on defense once again. Chance to even the score. Omaro tries the three. Rims out, rebound, Scholl. Big Walnut looks up the floor. Eli Stumpf looking to his left once again, and once again he'll pick up some contact. So another trip to the free throw line for him. He's in search of his 8th and 9th points on the game.
It's going to be Omaro's second foul.
Well, that's notable.
Yeah, because he's, as we said, he's probably their best defender.
Can't get the friendly roll on the first free throw. We'll have another try. That'll give them an even 8 points on the night and a 3-point lead for Big Walnut.
Eli off to a good start for the Eagles. Backdoor play.
Can't get it to drop that time. Inside of a minute, Scholl coming away with the rebound. But dribbles it off of his heel, and it's a turnover. 54.1 remain here in the first.
Third turnover of the night for Big Walnut.
Pulling up into the 3 ball. Sullivan offline, but an offensive rebound gives him another shot at life. Now from the wing, he steps into it. But Scholl, his defensive presence being known.
Might have got a little bit of piece of that. Not a clean block, but enough to alter the shot.
Falling away off the backboard. Scholl has his 5th point on the night inside of 20 seconds. Now 15.
Well, I think you and I have talked a lot about Carson Scholl being one of the more improved players here in the Columbus area, and there he shows his ability to take the ball to the basket and finish.
We do have a foul called. Something we talked about earlier on in the season. Last year, he was almost exclusively a 3-ball shooter, only attempted, I think, 20-some field goals, just 2-point field goals during the entire regular season last year, but that was a big focus this year, was trying to get him to take the ball inside. And just beating the buzzer in time. So Big Walnut leading this one 15-12, but it's cut to 1 possession at the buzzer. Stay with us for second quarter action coming up next.
Feel like I should go.
For second quarter action here at the Eagles Nest of Big Walnut High School, and Big Walnut holding on to a 3-point lead after 8 minutes.
A big basket there by Cutler Sullivan at the end of the quarter to cut it back to 3, and Liberty's got possession of the basketball here.
It was a missed shot, but in theory worked as an alley-oop. A deep 3 is no
Another
good.
Offensive rebound.
That one ping-pongs around straight into the hands of a Patriot, and he puts it back up for 2.
Looks like, was that Braden Bailey? Or Bradley, Braden Bradley on that putback.
Right place, right time, but also using the body, and an offensive foul against Pollock.
His second.
We get another look, and it looks like he was just turned the corner too soon.
Yeah, kind of unfortunate there, because Liberty went underneath the screen and he just kind of turned and ran into him and got called for that contact. So second foul, and Pollock's going to go to the bench here. We'll see how long he stays there here in the second quarter.
Looks like Drew Harris checking in for him to give him the relief. Inside, Van Engelenhoven, no good. Just rolling out. It'll be Patterson on the rebound.
Tried to create a little bit of space there with Scholl using his physicality, but Scholl went straight up and still affected the shot.
And Scholl is tied up as he drives with the left hand.
20, Charlie Hinkle. It's first.
Yeah, Hinkle just getting beat on the drive and reaches from behind and gets contact.
So they inbound it. Gabe Stump has it. Pull it back as they set up the offense. Bradley in the face of Gabe Stump. Gabe Stump taking it up, wants the contact.
Yeah, Stump tried to create the contact, but officials said the defense was straight up and no call.
Trying the triple. Once again, no good.
No threes yet tonight for the Liberty Patriots.
Patterson loads up. Off the money, and the rebound goes to the Patriots. Looking ahead, they have the pass there, but he'll travel. Bit of indecision. He looked up and realized how far underneath the basket he was, and made a last-second decision to throw it away.
Yeah, Dylan Meehan into the game there for the Patriots.
Scholl able to get it inside and feeds it off the glass for two.
Scholl now with 7 to lead the, well, actually, him and Eli Stump. Stump has 8.
Hinkle tries the three. The three's not falling for Liberty, but they're continuing to fire away. Gabe Stump moving to his right. 2 pump fakes get him. High rebound off the back iron. Rebound goes to Patterson. Another chance for Big Walnut. Stump works it up.
I mean, the officials are letting him play.
Harris, but he'll be fouled. Stump was right there to take it back up, but we'll have free throws instead.
Foul on number 20, Charlie Hinkle.
Hinkle's second foul of the night.
Second. On the line, Harris.
There's Harris's first point of the night, looking for number 2. There's the second. 5:13 remain here in the second quarter.
Well, right now, Liberty just struggling to make a shot from the perimeter. Has been a big difference. They have no threes.
But they'll try again. Sullivan,
Great
once
rebound.
again offline. Bradley able to put it back up, though, the point guard.
You know, Bradley's second basket, and both have come off getting to the offensive glass and getting a putback.
Eli Stump has Van Engelenhoven. And Scholl with the hand in his face dials up the triple.
So we said every time we see him play, he seems to just get a little bit better every time. And off to a great start tonight. And Big Walnut's going to show 1-2-2 zone here. Going to get a foul here.
This one going against Cam Patterson.
Patterson's first foul of the night.
Oh. Down to the baseline. Van Engelenhoven able to work it over top of Scholl, utilizing his strength. There was no one there. Gabe Stumpf was looking into the corner, but no one within a good 10, 15 feet.
Actually, I think he was looking for Scholl on the post, and it just was a horrible angle to make that pass.
Yeah.
And Scholl wasn't even looking for it. So again, back in 1-2-2 zone. Patriots trying to get organized with what they want to do.
Working it from wing to wing.
Get a little bit of X action in the post there.
Stepping up into the trap. Bradley
Right,
makes
nice
the extra pass down low, and it pays off for him.
So Dylan Meehan with his first points in the night on a really nice assist by Bradley.
Scholl
Gonna be a
taking
charge.
it. And indeed it is. Offensive foul goes against Scholl. That'll be his first. Saw that one.
I think as Bradley took the charge, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So he's really kind of made his presence known here. A couple offensive rebounds and putbacks. Really nice assist there. And then defensively, sticking his nose in there and taking a charge.
Against a player at least half a foot on him.
And it looks like that Big Walnut's going to go back to their man-to-man defense. Bradley, again, he's going to draw a foul here.
So this one will go against Cam Patterson.
Yeah. His first.
So 2:52 remain here in the second quarter. Taking them out underneath the basket after the foul. The intended receiver was Sullivan, but player able to get a hand on it, and they'll say the last touch was off the Patriot.
Turned it over on the baseline, out of bounds play.
Stumpf working off of the screen. A tough shot as he works it up, drawing the foul this time. The last couple of trips unsuccessful.
Coach Nussman not very happy with that call.
Take one more look at it. Van Engelenhoven picks up his first.
I'm going to let you continue to try to say that name all night, because I don't know if I can, but I'm just going to call him Parker. I think Coach Nussman thought he was pretty straight up, but Stumpf was able to create enough contact to get to the free throw line.
For a minute, I thought I had it with Engelenhoven. Then I saw the van. There's a van there, too.
It'll be a name you remember.
Yeah. So splits the pair.
They're going to run a little Iverson action with a diagonal screen to the post. Good job of Big Walnut of defending it. A little high-low action here.
Hussein couldn't get it to drop from 14 feet.
Yeah, that was one you needed. Stumpf with the step back.
Stumpf thought he was fouled, but couldn't get the three ball to drop, and they're going to call a foul. So let's see, that does it. Yeah, it puts him in the bonus. So he'll shoot two, and chance now Sullivan will have to cut it to just a 1 point lead.
So the Big Walnuts used their bench a lot tonight here in the first half. The thing right now is Owen Pollock got to the bench early with 2 fouls, and still be able to maintain the lead right now with 2 minutes with him still on the bench. Sullivan makes the first.
Splits that one, and we have a 2 point game.
Those are the first free throws of the night for the Liberty Patriots.
Weatherby gets stripped. Eli Stumpf has it at the wing. Harrington, top of the key, into the corner, dialing it up. No good on the tray. Patterson, offensive rebound. Scholl has it now. Looking ahead, Bradley one-on-one with Patterson, has a little bit of trouble with it. Patterson able to get a hand on it.
Big play.
So not only was there a rejection, they were able to keep it inbounds and regain possession. Stumpf will try the three in the face of Bradley. Eli Stumpf knocking it down.
Big possession there. Basically a 5-point turnaround as they block the layup and they come down and knock down a three.
50 seconds remain here in the half. Van Engelenhoven off the pump fake, airballs it well overshot. Stumpf looking for an option, he finds Scholl. Scholl takes it up, just sneaking it over to the front of the rim for two. He has 12 on the night.
Scholl sprinting the floor in transition, and the Patriots going to probably get the last shot of the half here as a quick 5-0 run here by the Big Walnut Eagles.
Of course, be sure to stay with us through halftime as we bring you the halftime show. In addition to the awards from last season, we covered half the teams during the girls' game at halftime. We'll cover half at the boys' halftime. Van Engelenhoven unsuccessful on the three ball, and it'll scoot out of bounds. 1.1 remain here in the first half.
That's been the downfall of the Patriots. So Bryce, I have to give a shout out to my daughter-in-law. She said she was watching tonight, so shout out to Ashley Balogh.
Ashley Balogh.
Ashley Balogh. So she said I needed to do that, so I said I would do it right before the half. So make her happy.
Yeah, right on. So that will end the first half. Big Walnut leading this one 28-21 over Olentangy Liberty. Stay with us.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
First up is girls basketball, 2024-25 district and regional champions and state Final Four appearance. Division 2, first team All-Ohio was Sydney Mobley. Sydney was also OCC and district first team, as well as OCC and district player of the year. Sydney was also named Columbus Dispatch Girls Basketball Athlete of the Year for 2025. Division 2 All-Ohio Special Mention, Remy Argent. Remy was also named OCC and District 11 first team. And one more from that team was Denza Allen, also honorable mention in Division 2. Girls Basketball. boys tennis, 2024-2025 OCC champions. First time in school history that any tennis team has won back-to-back champions. Boys tennis. All right, next up, boys track. Boys track athlete Aslan Jenkins. Aslan was a high jumper. He was all-state and placed 7th in the state in the OHSAA track event. Aslan Jenkins. Next up, boys soccer. Boys soccer, Jacob Marshall, first team OCC and district, all region, all Ohio, and the first soccer player in Big Walnut to be named All-American. Jacob was also named a fall finalist for the Central Ohio High School Sports Award, which will be announced in June. Jacob has committed to play soccer for the University of Dayton. Jacob Marshall. Next up is baseball. Baseball 2025 OCC champs, 2025 district champs, 2025 regional runner-up. Big Walnut baseball. Some students that will recognize Nick Bryce was a pitcher, Division II first team All-Ohio. Nick was also the district and OCC player of the year, as well as first team honors for both OCC and district. Nick is currently playing baseball at OU. The next athlete mentioned on baseball is Nolan Burley, outfield Division II second team All-Ohio. Nolan was also first team OCC and All-District. Nolan Burley. Nicely done, baseball. All right, the next team honor is football. Football was 2025 OCC champs, 2025 regional champs, and also made an appearance in the 2025 state Final Four. Off of that team, Owen Hurley, first team All-Ohio, offensive running back and All-Ohio co-offensive player of the year. Nolan also first team OCC, first team district, and player of the year in both the OCC and the districts. Nolan Burley. The next athlete being mentioned tonight is Eli Helton. Eli, first team All-Ohio, linebacker for the second year in a row. Eli was also first team OCC and first team district. Eli Helton. The next athlete mentioned is Brody Hatfield. Brody was first team All-Ohio defensive back for the second year in a row. Brody was also first team OCC and District. Jake Lecker, Lebanon. Last but not least, Brady Taylor. Brady Taylor, all Ohio honorable mention. Brady was also named OCC first team and had 11 interceptions this past season. 2025 OCC champ football. You good, Travis? All right, thank you, football.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Young Award, the All Sports Champions for OCC. Taking a look at Big Walnut's banner there. They won it in 20 to 21, 21 to 22, 23 to 24, and 24 to 25. So this athletic program just always standing out. It seems like every single team that's in the athletic program has some sort of standout on their squad as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's really impressive. You know, they've really kind of made their name in football the last 2 years, beat Massillon 2 years in a row, which that says a lot. But
mentally broke that fan base too.
You look at the number of teams and individual athletes that were recognized here tonight. Really impressive.
Definitely so. We'll take a look at the stats through one half of play, and for Olentangy Liberty, 10 twos, no threes, 14 rebounds, 6 turnovers, 5 fouls, and 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Big Walnut, 5 twos, 4 threes, 16 rebounds, 5 turnovers, 7 fouls, and 6 for 8 from the free throw line. And for Olentangy Liberty, they've really had a lot of faith in that 3 ball, but as we saw, not a single one has fallen for them. Let's see if that kind of affects how they approach the second half. This is a team that wants to shoot the ball.
Yeah, I mean, they've had some open looks from 3, just not been able to knock them down. You know, but you talk a lot of, you know, as you get to this time of the season and you get in tournament, you talk a lot about possessions, and one possession sticks out in our mind a lot here. Is Liberty had a layup that was blocked. They Big Walnut saved it inbounds, and then Eli Stump comes down and hits a three, so a 5-point turnaround. And right now, the Eagles are up 7 at the half with possession of the basketball.
So a shortened halftime warm-up as we're underway here in the third quarter after the awards announcements. Big Walnut will start us off with opening possession of the second half.
And good defensive there. They ran a cross screen for Pollock. They defended that. And then Scholl came up on an elevator cut, and they defended that, and they forced a turnover here.
Pollock with 2 points, but also 2 fouls on the game so far. That's kept him out as Sullivan finally gets a 3-ball to drop.
Broke the ice. First basket of the half, first 3 of the game for the Patriots.
Boy, did they need that as it cuts them to just 4. Gabe Stump thinks about the 3, instead goes with the floater, can't roll it off the rim.
See if they can get 2 in a row.
Omoro with another 3-ball for Liberty. And a timeout called, the first of the game. Omoro had 2 fouls in the game, and that's what kept him out for much of the first half, but taking no time at all here in the second half to make his presence known.
Well, you got to assume that one of the things that Coach Knoxman said at the half was, hey guys, we've had open looks shooting threes. We haven't taken bad shots. If they're there again, we're just got to take them and hope we make them. And they come out and go 2 for 2 and cut a 7-point deficit to 1 with just over a minute gone in the third quarter.
We have a close contest now. What looked like Big Walnut was getting ready to run away with. Instead, we're neck and neck. Their first quarter, we could not settle on a leader. Going back and forth.
And you know, we look at these records, I think 9 and 7 and 8 and 9, you're kind of, oh, but what you need to do is take a look at both of these teams' schedules. I mean, especially non-league schedules, they don't shy away from anyone. So both of these teams, even though the records are around 500, they're both really good basketball teams.
And Scholl green beans the 3-ball.
Man, he gets fun to watch.
Yeah.
Nice smooth stroke from long range, and at his size, it gets tough to contest that shot.
Van Gellenhoven rejected at the rim.
Almost saved it.
But an offensive rebound gives them another chance, and we're back at just a 1-point lead.
That's a third, that was a 3, correct?
Yeah.
Yep, 3 threes here after not making one in the first half.
Stump tries to put it over top. He thought he was poked in the eye.
Let's see if they can go 4 for 4 here.
Even when they weren't dropping, they were turning to that 3-ball possession after possession.
One of the things we said with Liberty, a lot of ball movement, a lot of player movement, great screening action there. And it's going to be another 3 here.
Omoro too short. So Big Walnut finally able to catch a lucky break.
But a wide open look.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, great ball movement. And the younger Stumps misses up a Pollock on the glass.
Pollock's offensive rebound put back, no good. Last touch off of Patterson, so Olentangy Liberty will hold on to possession.
I mean, two well-coached basketball teams here tonight.
Scholl once again with another rejection. He has to have 5 at this point.
Yeah, I mean, and he's also influenced several shots too. So we talked about his offensive improvement. He's gotten just that much better defensively also.
Hinkle will try the three.
And Pollock's going to get called for a foul.
And indeed so, that'll be his third with 4:54 remaining here in the third quarter. No sign of a substitution. Oh, here we go. Drew Harris coming in, likely subbing in for Pollock.
They're gonna. Well, let's see if they let him come in or not.
Away crowd not happy about it, but Harris had checked in long before.
The ball was in play though. The officials probably needed to do a little bit better job of seeing the communication, but they're going to allow the substitution to happen.
So Omoro has it, falling right on top of it.
No, it's going to stay Liberty possession.
Possession, Liberty.
So scrappy little exchange for the ball.
Omoro looks like one of those guys that if the ball's on the floor, he's diving for it. Man, he's shown some toughness out here tonight several different times, just defending people and then also just getting on the floor.
Be like one of those guys in practice, he's diving. It's like, what are you doing?
Well, he's one of those guys in practice. If you're going against him, you hate him.
Yeah.
If he's on your team, you love him.
Yeah. But they will call the foul against Patterson, just out of position.
Good job there by Carter Sullivan of driving it and creating the contact to draw that foul. Double team and a kick out.
Sullivan tries it, can't sneak it over the front of the rim. Van Engelenhoven with another putback effort and will be tied up. They're going to call the foul against Bradley. That'll be Bradley's second team foul. Just a 1-point game. Harris with the right hand, but cannot get it to fall. Scholl puts it back up after the offensive rebound, but also bothered on the shot. Throwing it away, Gabe Stumpf picks up the steal. Scholl turning it around, just able to keep the pivot foot on the ground as he put it up, but instead there will be a foul called against Stumpf, I believe. So that will be Gabe Stumpf's second foul, third team foul.
I mean, not that the game wasn't physical in the first half, but it seemed to be a little bit more physical here in the second half. A few more bodies flying, a lot more contact, and officials are allowing players to kind of try to play through that contact. Bradley with good penetration there.
Omoro can't get it to drop, but Van Engelenhoven almost puts the putback dunk down.
Yeah, it was right there. They got a turnover and a steal.
And Olentangy Liberty takes the lead. Defense was slow to get back. Scholl has Sullivan. Omoro dives on top of it.
Sullivan able to get his hands in there to create the contact.
Van Engelenhoven takes another to the basket. He has 8 on the night. They're going to call a foul on the floor, it looks like.
Looks like it might go against Bradley, I think.
Take another look. Van Engelenhoven will be the one with the foul. That's his second.
Third team foul of the half, or the third quarter for the Patriots. So baseline out of bounds. Big Walnut. Great cut.
Coach Balogh special, a nice out of bounds play for an easy 2.
Well, you know, as we said, possessions become important in baseline out of bounds plays, but a great hard cut there. And they clear out the backside, not able to finish the little jump hook.
Patterson all alone will take it to the basket and slides it in for 2. Back and forth on the lead. Big Walnut holding on to it for now.
Well, Harris and Patterson both getting their first field goals tonight. And Big Walnut jumps back up on top by 1.
Liberty takes their first time out of the game. Both teams have 4 remaining, and a look at the points scored this quarter, 13-7. It certainly has been the Olentangy Liberty half so far.
Well, the first 3 possessions, 3 threes, back to back to back was a great start. So, you know, we talked about the last 3 minutes kind of were owned by Big Walnut of the half. First 3 minutes, especially the first minute of the second half, owned by Liberty. And we got a really nice ball game going so far, 35-34. Big Walnut just took the lead back.
Taking a look at the leading scorers for tonight's game. Carson Scholl leads it with 15. Eli Stumpf has 12. Van Engelenhoven has 8.
So it's going to be Liberty basketball here. Side out of bounds. As they use a timeout to try to stop that quick 4-0 run by the Eagles.
There's just 2:24 remaining here in the third quarter as we're in bounds.
Tried to get a little backdoor cut there by O'Maro. We're not able to, but they're going to go inside and they kick it out.
Bradley drops the 3 ball. Gives them a 2-point lead. That's the biggest they've had in a long time.
Great read by the post to kick it out as he got doubled and almost triple teamed. And Bradley knocks down that open 3. Great pass by Scholl.
Tie game as we're inside of 2 minutes.
And Harris has 4 points here in the third quarter. Running a little flex action here.
Van Engelenhoven with a shifty move to get it to drop.
That's just an old school post move there, Bryce. Not real athletic, but just a little scoop, especially with the left hand. That was a pretty play.
To give him a 2-point lead.
And Scholl not able to finish, almost grabbed the offensive rebound. And it's going to be Liberty basketball.
Possession, Liberty.
So facing a deficit, Big Walnut had a 7-point lead at halftime, now trailing by 2.
Eli Stumpf going to get a little bit of a rest here the last minute of the third quarter as his brother Gabe checks in for him.
Down
Nice
low.
play.
Harrington trying to play the defense.
They kind of ran an Iverson cut with a diagonal screen and able to, I'm going to call him Parker V, they able to find him inside on that cut.
Stumpf from just inside the 3-point line. Successful on the shot.
His first 2 points of the night. So here in the third quarter, they've gotten contributions by Patterson, Stumpf, and Harris. Those 3 guys have scored 8 points here in the third. And Liberty going to look for the last shot of the quarter.
Looks like a 4 high they'll set up in.
Yep. And they ran that diagonal screen again, except they ran it to Sullivan.
Stepping to his left, trying the 3, too flat on the shot. Offensive rebound, put back, no good, and that will expire the third quarter. So Big Walnut trailing by 2. Olentangy leading this one 41-39 over Big Walnut. Stay with us.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Just 8 minutes of regulation remain, and just 2 points separate us. Olentangy Liberty leading this one 41-39 here at Big Walnut High School.
Well, after going 0 for in the first half, Liberty knocked down 4 threes in that third quarter, as they scored 20 points in that third quarter.
Made a big difference as they could finally get the 3-ball to drop. Scholl will be fouled. 20 seconds gone here in the fourth quarter.
I mean, you can see anytime Scholl catches it inside, they just try to be really physical with him and push him off the block, and there's Sullivan, just a little bit too much of a shove there as he gets called for the foul. Scholl, nice cut.
Finally find Scholl, but he'll be fouled and go to the line for 2. Putback was almost up already. So Scholl will have an opportunity for 2 free throws.
Eglenhoven's third foul, which could be huge in this game. Scholl's first free throw of the night, and the first free throw here in the second half by the Eagles.
He's in search of his 17th point with the made basket here. There it is. We're squared away at 41.
Well, so the Eagles got the 2 points they needed. See if they can get a stop here and get the basketball back with a chance to take the lead. A lot of player movement. And they run that diagonal screen again, and another kick out. Bradley decides not to take the 3, but drives it and scores it. Bradley with 8 points here in the second half. 2 threes and a nice drive there.
Has 12 on the game. Down low to Patterson. Patterson, not sure where to go with it. Last touch by Van Engelenhoven.
I think Parker thought he knocked it off of a Big Walnut defender, but I think Coach Nossman thought the same thing. But it's going to be Eagles basketball here.
Patterson all alone from the wing, drains it. Big Walnut back in control by 1.
Patterson's first 3 of the night.
From the wing on the other end. Off the backboard, no good. O'Moro will be fouled. Looks like Eli Stumpf will be the one picking up the foul. That's his first.
Well, if we have a contest of getting a 50-50 ball, O'Moro's probably the guy that's going to get it. He just kind of fought for that rebound right there. Nice little curl. Just not able to knock down the jump hook.
And Sullivan, it looks like, will be the one picking up the foul as he wrapped up Pollock.
And they really ran a nice out of bounds play there. As entered it, Sullivan ran off of a double screen there, just not able to finish that little hook shot off the glass. And it looks like right now that Big Walnut spreading it out a little bit here.
Gabe Stumpf comes back in control of it. Pollock with the putback effort, an aggressive rebounding effort with 3 fouls, but it paid off for him.
Yeah, Pollock looked like he almost grabbed the nether rim, and could have been an offensive goaltending, but not. Great backdoor cut.
Straight into the face of Pollock, and one. Pollock will pick up his 4th foul of the game.
Well, I'm not sure there's much that Pollock could have done on that. Because Van Engelenhoven just took it right at him and had him moving enough that he was able to toss up a shot and knock it down, and it goes to the free throw line with a chance here to tie the ball game up.
Pollock will check out.
It's only the 3rd free throw of the night for the Patriots.
Wow.
First one here in the second half, but they've tied up the score, so.
Big Walnut with 2 team fouls, 3 for Olentangy Liberty. Eli Stumpf will look to take it himself, and it works out. A 2-point lead, 48-46 with 5:20 remaining.
Soft touch on the glass right there.
Hinkle ranging to his right. An alley-oop try for Van Englenhoven, but he was too far underneath the basket.
He turned it over. He's got a chance here to score it again.
Patterson will foul him. That one, either leave him be or really let him have it, because now it's a 3-point play chance.
Well, and he has 13 points here in the second half. I mean, big turnover there, live ball turnover. Patriots have a chance to take the lead here.
And clanks off the front of the rim, where we'll stay tied at 48.
Oh, here comes Stumpf. He's going to look to score it.
And a block foul. Stumpf will go to the line for 2. Morrow not happy about that one as he picks up his 3rd foul.
Well, as we said, that's the toughest call in basketball. And, you know, if you're Liberty, you're saying, man, he was there. And if you're Big Walnut, you're saying it's the right call.
Take one more look at it. Two-point lead, Big Walnut.
So Stumpf 6 of 8 from the line. He was 4 of 6 in the first half, and those are his first 2 here in the second.
He has 16 points on the night.
Again, one of the things Liberty's going to pride themselves on is a lot of ball movement and a lot of player movement. And O'Mara turns it over. Second turnover of the half for the Patriots.
Scholl with not much room at all, and we'll have a timeout called by Big Walnut. And with that 4:15 remaining, we'll take a quick break.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Back here after the timeout.
Oh, good action, and they just weren't able to make the pass. That's a tough shot.
Eli Stumpf with his 18th point on the night and a tough take.
Well, he's hit a couple tough shots. The last 2 shots he's made have been tough shots. They have not been easy shots, but shows you the kind of athlete and basketball player that he is. They're going to clear out here and go against Pollock.
And a nice move. We'll have a timeout called.
Well, he said we got 2 really good coaches here, and right there, Coach Nosman recognized he had the one-on-one matchup with Pollock inside, and Pollock with 4 fouls. And he just told Parker to go right at him, and he did. So timeout here by Liberty. It's going to be Big Walnut basketball with a 2-point lead.
Couldn't get more narrow. We'll take an opportunity to thank all of our sponsors. I'd like to thank NAMI Ohio, the state's voice on mental illness, Sunbury Christian Church. It's about relationship, not religion. Schmidt Security Pro and Fire. From the field to your front door, trust Schmidt Security Pro to protect what matters most. Avita Home Health and Hospice, providing high-quality community health care and improving the quality of health in families throughout the lifespan. Spherion Mid-Ohio is proud to support our local athletes. We know the foundations that make great employees are woven into the teamwork, focus, drive, and perseverance given in each practice and game. Let's get to work. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community. And Scout Construction LLC, with more than a decade of business that you can trust. Scout Construction, with your roofing and siding needs, call Scout Construction for more information. 419-989-7240.
Possession Eagle.
So after the timeout, we're all squared away with 3 timeouts. Big Walnut leading 52-53, 30 remaining.
And Liberty going to show a little bit of a 2-2-1 look. Did not really trap out of it, but they forced a turnover, but they called for the foul.
Hinkle will be the one picking up the foul. That's the 5th team foul, so going to the free throw line to shoot 2 for the remainder of the quarter, and there's quite a bit of time left.
And it's going to be Patterson going to the line. This will be the first time tonight he goes to the free throw line, so he gets 2 shots.
He has 5 on the night so far.
All in that 3rd quarter, I think. And that one's going to be short. So important here in these situations, if you're Liberty, you want to make sure you box out. You do not want to give up an offensive rebound off of a missed free throw. And Patterson gets a second one to go as it rolls off the front of the rim and down and in.
3-point lead, Big Walnut. Omaro with the jump stop. Gets rejected by Scholl, but able to put it back up on the offensive rebound.
Carter Sullivan, he is now in double figures for tonight, and they get a force to turnover. Got advantage here, maybe. Big basket if this goes.
Can't get it to drop. Big Walnut holding on to a 1-point lead. Omaro picks up the foul. That's his 4th.
Yeah, and again, you're going to send Big Walnut to the free throw line. Stumped 6 of 8 from at the line tonight. 2 of 2 here in the second half. Probably a guy you like to have at the free throw line in these situations.
Bangs home the first, has another try. Rolls it over the front of the rim. Big Walnut with the 3-point lead.
And Big Walnut's outscored Liberty from the free throw line 13-2.
Wow.
So that is a big difference in this game tonight.
Drew Harris flying to the basket.
Got a little lucky there, Liberty did. That Big Walnut did a great job denying the basketball, but they're able to get it back side out of bounds here. Almost had another 5-second call. Great job on those 2 possessions by Big Walnut's defense.
Down at the block, Scholl giving him a little bit of space.
Nice pass.
And a great move to feed it to Hinkle. Timeout called. It's going to be a full. Liberty the one calling it. Facing a 1-point deficit. They'll have 2 timeouts remaining.
Well, you know, as a coach, watching, you need to say his name.
Van Englenhoven.
Yeah, or I'll call him Parker. Watching him inside, it's kind of fun because he's kind of an old school post player. There he did a great job of reading the double and almost a triple team, and then backside Hinkle cuts and he's able to find him. So 1-point game here. Probably would anticipate that the Patriots are going to come out in that 2-2-1 look, because they forced a couple turnovers here and then almost had another one before they called a foul. So a little bit of a chess game between these two coaches here in the last few minutes.
Notable foul trouble. Pollock has 4 fouls. Cam Patterson has 3 on the other side. O'Morrow has 4. Van Englenhoven has 3. And Hinkle has 3.
Looks like they're in a little bit of 1-2-1-1 press attack.
2-on-1. Pollock takes it up strong with the right hand.
Well, they broke that press and were able to attack, and Pollock gets a big layup there. 3-point lead for the Eagles.
Bradley thinks about the 3 ball. They find Hinkle. Hinkle overshoots it. O'Morrow has it off the offensive rebound and puts it back up the glass, up off the glass for 2.
We said O'Morrow doesn't lose too many 50-50 battles. Able to grab that rebound in traffic. And a turnover by the Eagles.
Not really sure Pollock was expecting that one as it went right through his hands.
Up. Here comes this diagonal screen again. Here's that isolation. Going to go 1-on-1. Comes a double.
And we'll have a timeout called. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Big Walnut leading 57-56. Inside of 90 seconds remaining in the game.
I mean, Liberty ran some really good action there. Had that diagonal screen, had a couple other actions off of it. Then you got to give Big Walnut a lot of credit because they really did a great job defending it. So I believe the ball is going to be, is it sideline out of bounds, looks like?
I think so.
Going to be sideline out of bounds here.
Possession Eagle.
So a box set.
Possession Liberty.
It's going to be a lob.
But there's a 5-second call.
Ooh.
So an opportunity to take the lead with 1:25 remaining. Instead, they can't get it in bounds.
That's, I mean, Coach Knox thinks that was a pretty quick count. And I don't know, I might have to take a look at that. I might agree with it, I'm not sure. So it looks, there's some confusion at the scorers table and on a sub, but Coach Knox not very happy with that 5-second call. So big possession here. And they're going to match up man-to-man. O'Morrow on Stump. Stump has kind of been the guy here in the fourth quarter with a couple tough things. The freshman turns it over. O'Morrow's going to go to the basket against Scholl. And Scholl blocks it, but they call a foul.
And Scholl frustrated with that call.
Yep.
We'll take another look here. I think coming down, they got the arm. You can hear the home crowd not happy with that one as it hands them an opportunity to not only tie, but surpass this lead.
So O'Morrow going to the free throw line for the first time tonight and makes the first of 2. Chance for the Patriots to take the lead. Oh, and it rimmed in.
Touches every part of the rim, but doesn't go down. 60 seconds remain in the game, and we have a tie ball game at 57.
Yep. And both teams will be shooting free throws on any foul.
Stump taking it up, just forcing it over the defender. A 2-point lead for Big Walnut.
Well, Stump has 3 field goals here in the second half, and they've all been acrobatic. I mean, and he's gone to his left to finish. He's now went to his right. That was a tough shot, but again, shows his athleticism and ability to finish plays with contact. So 2-point lead for the Eagles. Patriots going to bring the basketball up with, think about a minute to go in the game.
About 54 seconds,
Yep.
yeah. So potential for drama here at the Eagles' nest. Big Walnut with a narrow 2-point lead.
Well, I mean, I think if you're Big Walnut, you got to anticipate a couple things. One, you got to anticipate that diagonal screen for either Sullivan or Van Engelhoffen, or you would anticipate a possible backdoor play here. So it'll be interesting to see what the Patriots come out and run, but it looks like Big Walnut's going to set up in half-court defense. Going to pick up the ball a little bit in the full court, but it looks like it's going to be man-to-man defense here.
Possession, Liberty.
So Bradley's going to bring it up in the front court. Looking high-low.
Sullivan turning around, the fadeaway, no good. Stumpf trapped in the corner, sending it away. Harris will take control of it, but Big Walnut's going to call timeout. 31.4 remaining in the game. They'll have one more remaining. Each side will have one more remaining.
Yeah. I mean, that was a really dangerous pass by Eli Stumpf. It's one of the things you say is do not pass the ball underneath the opponent's basket, and he almost made that cardinal sin. I mean, the important thing you just mentioned, they each have a timeout, and that would be a situation there. Fortunately, I think Coach Stumpf called the timeout, but if you're a player, you would want to be knowing that, hey, I got a timeout, and I could have used that timeout. So they're going to have the ball on the baseline, out of bounds, going full court. And as we mentioned earlier, both teams will be shooting free throws on any fouls. So if you're the Patriots, you're probably trying to look for a trap situation here. And if the clock gets to about the 25-second mark, then you got to identify who do we foul. And so you would probably assume through scouting report that they picked one or two guys that, hey, these are the guys we need to foul, and these are the guys we don't want to foul. Probably the guy you don't want to foul would be Eli Stumpf, as he is 4 of 4 in the second half, and he's 8 of 10 for the game.
Game's leading scorer with 22 points on the night.
Yeah. But I think Liberty trusts their defense here, even with 31 seconds. They're probably going to try to get a trap and see if they can get a turnover before they look to foul. So looks like they're matched up man-to-man. Pollock's going to take the basketball out of bounds. Oh,
and Pollock fields it out of bounds. Patterson just trying to get it out of his hands.
Well, Patterson really caught it in a bad spot, and you can point the fingers a little bit at Pollock because you shouldn't have thrown the ball there. But again, the other part you could have remembered is Patterson should have known, hey, if I jump stop, I got a timeout, I can use it.
Hinkle has it at the top of the key. 30 seconds, now 20. Van Engelenhoven ties the ball game with the right hand.
Stumpf's going to go right to the basket.
Puts it up, offline. Scholl putting it up and rolls it off the rim. Somehow manages to find the bottom. Olentangy Liberty calls their final timeout of the game. 8.3 remain, trailing by just 2.
Yeah, it means we said Stumpf had hit a couple tough shots. He misses that one, but Scholl in the right place at the right time and somehow managed to wiggle through several arms there to get it over the front of the rim and finish it.
Not only the strength to bring it up, but the strength to hold on to the ball as he has 6 different hands all knocking away at it.
Yeah. So 8.3, let's see if they put any extra time on the clock, as in, hey, if this was college, they'd be watching the film for 2 minutes to figure out how much time, but
I don't see anybody at the scores table with an OH report stream up. Yeah, so
I guess we could look at it up here and decide. But
we'll send hand signals down.
8.3, that's plenty of time.
Yeah, that's an eternity in basketball time.
So let's see what they run here. And Bradley's going to bring it up. They're going to go right inside, I would assume.
Trying the three, Bradley can't get the triple to fall. The game is over. Big Walnut walking away with the 61-59 victory over Olentangy Liberty for their 10th victory of the season. Stay with us for the MVP and the post-game show coming up next.
Hi, I'm Joe Balogh. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
What are we doing?
Blue 41, hut. Jory, I said you have to use your back. You back up into him, then you open up the lane. It's a new technique that we're using. Yes, coach. Do it again. Ain't no way I'm doing that again. Berardi, get in here and show them how it's done. Yes, coach.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
For over 12 years, you've trusted Scout Construction for quality building and remodeling. Now we're proud to offer expert excavation services to start your project off right. You've seen what we build, now see the way we dig. Experience the Scout Construction difference. Call or email us today for a free quote and let us break ground together.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story. And those stories don't stop at the final buzzer.
Bryce Carter with the OH Report 9 here with our Avita Home Health and Hospice MVP player of the game, and it's Eli Stump with 22 points and a huge win over Olentangy Liberty. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And we were talking about it a little bit, but coming into tonight's game, you know you have a tough matchup against Van Englenhoven and then Owen Pollock getting into some foul trouble. What was like the message, or as a squad, how did you kind of respond to that tough situation knowing that you had some work ahead?
Yeah, well, he's a great player. He played really good tonight. He definitely had a lot of our focus, but when Owen went out, Carson Scholl stepped up pretty well defensively, and we tried to help off and give him as much help as we could, but he did a really good job and kind of held his own.
And, you know, with a couple of injuries this season, you've kind of had to take on an inflated role in the scoring category. What has it been like stepping up into that role, and what do you feel like has made you so successful?
Yeah, it was definitely a lot at first, a couple of injuries that went out, but I think I've got a really good support behind me with my coaches and my teammates. They all believe in me and what I can do, and as long as I'm making the right play, then they support me as best they can.
And 10-7 on the season, but I think that's a little deceiving considering how tough of a schedule that you've played. What are you trying to prove going into the postseason?
Yeah, well, we scheduled this our whole season this year just around tough teams that we knew we'd get similar looks to in the postseason, and just to test us a little bit, so when we go into the tougher games in the tournament, we're battle tested and ready. But yeah, picking up this win tonight should definitely get some momentum going for us going into the postseason, and hopefully make a good run again.
And with those injuries as well, it's also given some opportunities to your brothers as well to get some playing time. What's it like being on the court with your brothers?
It's really cool. You know, we've all dreamed to talk about that for a while since we were all in youth basketball, and now that it's finally happening, it's pretty cool. So they're doing a really good job and holding their own. I'm proud of them.
Anyone you want to shout out tonight?
All the coaches and then the whole Big Walnut community. We had a really good crowd here tonight on winter homecoming. So yeah, it was a great game tonight.
Eli Stump, our Avita Home Health and Hospice MVP player of the game. Congratulations.
Yep, thank you guys.
Avita Home Health and Hospice MVP player of the game, and it's Sydney Mobley from part one of our doubleheader with 22 points on the night. Sydney, congratulations.
Thank you.
And just one more home game remaining in the season, one more game remaining in the season, that is. What do you feel like you're working on most as you head into the postseason?
Me personally, I'm working on just staying connected with my team, and just really our chemistry is the most important thing. We know what we do as a team, so obviously every day we go into practice and we work on the things that we need to work on, like defense, rebounding, but also our bond.
And coming into a game like tonight, you know they're going to try to slow the ball down considerably, try to limit the possessions. As a team, how do you keep from getting frustrated in those circumstances when you know you just want to go out there and smash?
Yeah. For us, we just wanted to make sure that we were playing defense, so no matter what happened on the offensive end, we could get out and transition. They wanted to slow us down, but we just wanted to speed them up. So with our press, we were just trying to speed them up.
And in tonight's game, it was really close through the first couple of quarters, but ended up breaking away. A pretty sizable victory for you all. Who do you feel like made the biggest contribution in tonight's victory?
I would say Remy and Alexa. They made the biggest contribution.
Absolutely. And defensively, you all have been really striving well. Is that a focus in practice, and how do you really try to amp yourselves up to have the best defensive performances?
Yeah, it's definitely a focus in practice. Coach Lauren is always on us about practice, and honestly, for about 15 minutes, every practice, we go over just strictly defense. So we do a lot of defensive drills, working on rotation and our traps and in our half-court defense.
Anyone you want to shout out tonight?
Shout out Alexa.
Awesome. Sydney Mobley, our MVP player of the game, presented by Avita Home Health and Hospice. Congratulations.
Thank you.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results. More than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Doubleheader tonight, and it was a close game throughout, going back and forth the entire time, but eventually Big Walnut able to separate themselves by 2. A last-second shot by Olentangy Liberty didn't drop, so Big Walnut improving to 10-7 on the season, and pretty good showing for them tonight.
Yeah, I mean, two well-coached teams. As we said, their records were deceiving. One, because you take a look at the schedule that they both played, and especially their non-league schedule. They have played a lot of really good basketball teams, but if we take a look at the stats, the big difference tonight, I think, is the free throw line. Big Walnut goes 13 of 16, and I believe Olentangy went 3 of 5. So, you know, many times when you get into games like this, they're one at the free throw line, and that was somewhat the case tonight. But really a great game, especially in the second half. We saw a lot of different coaching strategy, especially coming out of timeouts, and a lot of really good sets that were run by both coaches.
And taking a look at those stats, Olentangy Liberty 22 twos, 4 threes, 25 rebounds, 9 turnovers, 14 fouls, and 3 for 5 from the free throw line. Big Walnut 16 twos, 6 threes, 28 rebounds, 10 turnovers, 11 fouls, and 13 for 16 from the free throw line. And free throw numbers like that, not only earning the trips, but making them as well. Yep. You got to be pretty happy as a coach.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you're able to, you know, one of our goals was to make more free throws than our opponents attempted, and that was certainly the case tonight, as they made 13 and Liberty only attempted 5. But you give Liberty credit, after going 0 for in the first half from three-point range, they come out and knock down 3 threes right away and put themselves right back in the basketball game, and then it was just back and forth really for the final 16 minutes of this game.
Taking a look at our breakdown by quarter, and in the first quarter, 12-15, Big Walnut win. In the second, 13-9. The third quarter is where things got really interesting, though. Olentangy Liberty 20-11, picking up that one, then rounding it out 22-18 in the fourth. Liberty's going to be taking on Davidson on the 13th at 7:30. Big Walnut will be taking on Dublin Scioto at 7:30 as well. For the girls, that home game will be their last of the regular season. The boys still have about 5 or 6 more games left in the remainder of the season, but we'll go ahead and wrap things up here on our NAMI Ohio post-game show. I'm Bryce Carter, your play-by-play commentator and director for the evening. We'll take one more opportunity to thank all of our sponsors. I'd like to thank NAMI Ohio, the state's voice on mental illness. Sunbury Christian Church is about relationship, not religion. Avita Home Health and Hospice, providing high-quality community health care and improving the quality of health in families throughout their lifespan. Schmidt Security Pro, from the field to your front door. Trust Schmidt Security Pro to protect what matters most. Spherion Mid-Ohio is proud to support our local athletes. We know the foundations that make great employees are woven into the teamwork, focus, drive, and perseverance. Given in each practice and game, let's get to work. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community. And Scout Construction Services, LLC. With more than a decade of business, you can trust Scout Construction with your roofing and siding needs. Call Scout Construction for more information, 419-989-7240. I'd like to thank Brody Eckelbarger on camera, as well as Joe Balogh joining me on color commentary. For all those watching at home, please take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Have a great rest of your night.